Good morning students. Hello friends. Welcome to Ashoka Online Academy. In the Ashoka Online Academy, we are teaching the daily current affairs program. So as part of the daily current affairs program, let us today see the current affairs related to the 12th and 13th September. 12th and 13th September current affairs. We will try to understand them. Today all the current affairs are related to the prelims of UPSC and also the Telangana State Public Service Commission, Group 1 Prelims, Group 2, 3 and 4 and Andhra Pradesh Public Service Commission, Group 1 Prelims and 2, 3 and 4 of Andhra Pradesh. So today all topics are related to prelims only, there is no mains topic, but I have included many previous questions asked in different types of exams. So let us, I will give you some of the glimpse here. Today we will try to understand topics like Asian Development Bank, which is in news because of the agreement with the Maharashtra state government for construction of the rural roads. Then after that we will try to understand about some of the questions on Asian Development Bank that were already asked in the examination. Then additionally we will see something like Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, AIIB. So what is this and the previous questions associated with it. Then after that we will see the UDAN Scheme, Ude Desh Ki Aam Nagarik, or regional connectivity scheme, air connectivity scheme. We will try to understand this. Okay, then after that we will try to understand some of the questions. Okay, 2+2 ministerial dialogue. So what is this 2+2 ministerial dialogue? What do you mean by 2 here? What do you mean by ministerial dialogue? Okay, with how many countries India is having ministerial dialogue, 2+2 dialogue? Let us understand these things. Okay, then Ecological model residential schools, okay, which were in news, okay, very recently. So I have taken just 4 topics, but I will discuss with the previous questions also on these topics. So kindly follow this current affairs topic. Okay, for Telugu medium students also I will try to include some of the Telugu words. I will try to explain in Telugu. So just try to understand this. Morning you will get the video, evening you will get the PDF in the Ashoka Telegram channel, Online Academy Telegram channel and WhatsApp groups. So today let us start this particular okay, what you call the current affairs program for the Ashoka Online Academy daily current affairs program. So 12th and 13th September we are starting this, and let us start this. Very simple topics, nothing much is there, but still they are important from prelims point of view. International organization or regional organization, Asian Development Bank, Asian Development Bank. First of all, what is the news? The news is ADB and Government of India signed 300 million loan as additional financing to scale up the improvement of rural connectivity to help boost rural economy in state of Maharashtra. It means what happened here? Very simple. You have ADB, Asian Development Bank is there, ADB is there. Okay, so ADB will provide the loans, ADB will provide the soft loans. So ADB has provided loans to the Government of India, and these money that is provided to the Government of India will be utilized in the state of Maharashtra, for construction of rural roads, okay, connecting the villages and the what you call agricultural markets with the cities in Maharashtra, so that the economy of the rural economy of the Maharashtra will boost. So understand this very clearly. So understand this simple topic, but we need to understand about the ADB. The news is simple, but the background of the news is what we need to study for the competitive exams. News chala chinnade. ఏషియన్ డెవలప్మెంట్ బ్యాంక్ భారత ప్రభుత్వానికి 300 మిలియన్ లోన్, ఓకే, మిలియన్ లోన్ డాలర్లో ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. ఈ లోన్ మహారాష్ట్రలో, ఓకే, రూరల్ ఏరియాస్ ఆఫ్ మహారాష్ట్రలో విలేజెస్లో రోడ్స్ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ గురించి యూటిలైజ్ చేయడం గురించి ఈ లోన్ సైన్ చేయడం జరిగింది. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద న్యూస్, అది న్యూస్. కానీ కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్కి చదివేటప్పుడు మాత్రం అసలు ఏడీబీ అంటే ఏంటి దాని గురించి కొంత చూసుకోవడం మాత్రం కంపల్సరీగా చేయడం కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్లో చాలా అవసరం అనమాట. సో ఏడీబీ, అసలు ఏడీబీ అంటే ఏందో చూద్దాం ఫస్ట్. ఏడీబీ అంటే ఏషియన్ డెవలప్మెంట్ బ్యాంక్. సో ఇక్కడ పేరులోనే ఉంది ఏషియన్ డెవలప్మెంట్ బ్యాంక్. సో ఇదొక బ్యాంక్. ఇది ఏం చేస్తుందంటే ఏషియాలో డెవలప్మెంట్ గురించి సాఫ్ట్ లోన్స్ ఇవ్వడం జరుగుతుంది. సాఫ్ట్ లోన్స్ అంటే ఏంటి? Soft loans means the loans that are available at low interest rate and for longer period of time. That is called as soft loan. And these soft loans, they are mostly used in the development of infrastructure projects like roads, railways, construction of ports, construction of airports, all these things, improving the social infrastructure like this. So let us understand about the ADB, Asian Development Bank. So ADB, Asian Development Bank, is established in the year 1966. ఎప్పుడు స్థాపించబడింది? 1966లో స్థాపించబడింది ఏషియన్ డెవలప్మెంట్ బ్యాంక్. ఇది ఎక్కడుంది? హెడ్ క్వార్టర్స్ అంటే మనీలా, ఫిలిప్పైన్స్. దీని యొక్క హెడ్ క్వార్టర్స్ అంటే మెయిన్ ఆఫీస్ is located in Manila, Philippines. Then there are 68 members. There are 68 members in this particular Asian Development Bank. In that 68 members, India is also one of the member. Understand that very clearly. And one more thing also you should understand. The name is Asian Development Bank. The name is Asian Development Bank. Asian Development Bank. So does it mean that the members of this bank should only be from Asia continent? No. Understand that very clearly. So 68 members are there. In that 49 members are from Asia Pacific region and 19 are from the other regions, that is Europe and Latin American region, other regions. Understand that very clearly. Okay. India is one of the member and it is official UN observer. Understand that very clearly. It has a status of official UN observer. Means what? The United Nations has given an observer status to this particular Asian Development Bank. Why? Because Asian Development Bank is utilizing, whatever the works that are done by the Asian Development Bank, they are contributing to the growth of the nations all over the world. So that's why it is recognized as an observer. It has an observer status of United Nations. So see here, United States of America and Japan are largest shareholders in the Asian Development Bank. Understand that very clearly. Okay. What is the aim? The aim is fostering growth and cooperation among the countries in the Asia Pacific region. So Asia Pacific region lo unna countries ki soft loans takkuva interest rate ki ekkuva kalam provide cheyadam and aa yokka loans dwara aa countries lo development jarige vidhanga chudadam Asian Development Bank yokka mukhya uddesham. So understand this very clearly. Okay. So USA and Japan are the largest shareholders. So understand this very clearly. మరి ఇది ఎలా వర్క్ అవుతుంది? ఇది ఎలా వర్క్ అవుతుందో ఒకసారి చూడండి. So see here, 68 member countries are there. 68 member countries are there. So and all these 68 member countries, they contribute money. They contribute the money to the Asian Development Bank. They contribute the money to the Asian Development Bank. Imagine dollars. And what will happen? Okay. So see here, for example, Japan is there. Japan, it is contributing more amount to this particular Asian Development Bank. So that's why it has more voting share. It has more voting share in the Asian Development Bank. Okay, then what will happen? This amount is given to the other countries, in the form of soft loans, at very low interest rates, for longer period of time. This is how the Asian Development Bank will work. Understand this very clearly. So what is this particular thing? Very simple, nothing much is there here. Just remember 1966. Okay, Asian Development Bank has formed in 1966. Headquarters Manila, Philippines. 68 members are there. India is also one of the member. The membership is not restricted to Asia only. The other countries are also part of it. It is having United Nations observer status. Largest shareholders USA and Japan. So this is how it is. So see here, previous questions already asked in the different examinations. So these two questions are asked in the recently conducted what you call UPSC SSC CGL General Studies papers have taken from there. Previous questions on ADB. On which day of the year 1966 ADB was established? It is 19th December and 1966. Understand this? The answer is this one. Then which of the following country is the new member to join the Asian Development Bank? So this also you remember, I told you 68 member countries. New member is NIUE. So what is this NIUE? NIUE, it is a Iceland country. It is a Iceland country. So where it is located? It is located in the Pacific Ocean. It is located in the Pacific Ocean. So it is located near to the New Zealand. It is located near to the New Zealand country. Of course, its currency is the country NIUE Iceland country currency is New Zealand dollar. It is New Zealand dollar. Okay. Then the capital of NIUE is Alofi. Alofi is the capital city of NIUE. NIUE is an island country located near to the New Zealand, which is also an island country. Okay, located in the Pacific Ocean with the currency New Zealand dollar, and capital Alofi. This country recently joined the ADB. This was asked in the recent examinations related to ADB. So these are the today topic of ADB. I want to discuss about AIIB. So what is this AIIB? So see here, Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. Understand this very clearly. ఇంతకుముందు మీరు చూసిందేమో ADB, Asian Development Bank. This is AIIB. This is Asian Development Bank. Okay. This one is Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. So two names are Asian, but let us understand about the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. So Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, it is established in January 2016. Established in January 2016. It has 57 founding members, including India. India is also a founding member of the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. Understand this very clearly. Okay. Now, its headquarters is in Beijing. Right now in 2021 September, this Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank has 102 members. It has 102 members. Same thing, a bank is created. Okay, founding members will contribute to that particular bank, and from that bank loans will be provided for infrastructure development. Understand that very clearly. Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. Now see here, third meeting of AIIB held in Mumbai 2018. Remember this very clearly. First, only one time Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank meeting held in India in Mumbai 2018. Then first meeting, obviously the headquarters is in Beijing, and it began in Beijing 2016. Okay, and second meeting in Jeju, Korea 2017. Okay, remember only one thing. Okay, the first meeting China 2016, and China played a crucial role in the formation of this particular Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. Now see here, right now we have 102 members. Founding members are 57 only. Membership is open to World Bank and ADB members. Understand this very clearly. Who can join this particular Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank? So according to the rules and regulations, the World Bank members and the Asian Development Bank members can be part of the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. So total capital is $100 billion initial total capital, and China is the largest contributor, okay, in terms of capital share to the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, and India is the second largest contributor to this particular Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. Remember this, $8.4 billion. China $50 billion. Understand this very clearly. USB means US billion dollars. Understand this very clearly. So this is about the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. So what they will ask when it is formed. It is formed in 2016, and they will ask how many members are founding members of Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. 57. Right now at present, how many members are there? 102. Headquarters is in Beijing. India is part of Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. The largest shareholder China, second largest shareholder India, Remember these things very clearly. ఇలా సింపుల్గా రాసి పెట్టుకోవాలి మీరు. ఏషియన్ ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ బ్యాంక్ ఎప్పుడు ఫామ్ అయింది? 2016. ఇక్కడ హెడ్ క్వార్టర్స్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది? బీజింగ్లో ఉంది. ఇలా సింపుల్గా యూ షుడ్ రైట్. And who can be the members of Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank? World Bank members and also the Asian Development Bank members can be part of the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. So like that you have to write founding members ఎంతమంది 57. ఇప్పుడు ప్రజెంట్ ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు 102. రేపు న్యూస్లో కొత్త మెంబర్ యాడ్ కావచ్చు, అప్పుడు 103 కావచ్చు, అది అక్కడ అప్డేట్ చేసుకోవాలి మీరు. సో అలా మీరు ఇనిషియల్ క్యాపిటల్ ఎంత, 100 బిలియన్ ఇక్కడ చూడాలి మీరు, $100 బిలియన్. అక్కడక్కడ ఇనిషియల్ క్యాపిటల్ ఆప్షన్స్లో $100 మిలియన్ అంటాడు, కాదు $100 బిలియన్. అలా మీరు గుర్తుంచుకోవాలి. చైనా లార్జెస్ట్ షేర్ హోల్డర్, ఓకే. ఇండియా సెకండ్ లార్జెస్ట్ షేర్ హోల్డర్ విత్ హౌ మచ్ మనీ, $8.4 బిలియన్. Like this you have to write in a shortcut manner and keep it aside. That's it. ఇలా మీరు చదివితేనే కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్లో అక్యురసీ పెరుగుతుందన్నమాట. పెరిగి మీరు అటెంప్ట్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఆ యొక్క క్వశ్చన్ కరెక్ట్గా అటెంప్ట్ చేయడానికి అవకాశం ఉంటుంది. సో మీరు యూ మిస్ ది కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్ జస్ట్ బై 1 or 2 marks, రైట్? Okay, so if you are missing an exam with 100 marks, 50 marks gap of the cutoff marks, that means you are not at all preparing for the exam. Very simple. So this is how you should develop the skill of putting maximum number of right answers in the exams. So this is how you should develop that particular skill. I told you, slowly you will improve. Follow this current affairs, slowly you will improve, and after some time you will read the newspaper articles on your own. There is no need of looking into these classes also. సో కొద్ది రోజుల తర్వాత ఒక 6 months తర్వాత మీరు ఒక కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్లో మీరే మంచి ఎక్స్పర్ట్ లెక్క తయారవుతారు. అండర్స్టాండ్ దట్ వెరీ క్లియర్లీ. అప్పుడు ఈ క్లాస్ అవసరం కూడా ఉండదు, కానీ అప్పటి వరకు కొంత గైడెన్స్ తీసుకోండి అంతే. ఓకే, అండర్స్టాండ్ దట్ వెరీ క్లియర్లీ. సో దిస్ ఈస్ హౌ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏషియన్ ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ బ్యాంక్. ఓకే, అండ్ మీటింగ్ ఎప్పుడు జరిగింది ఇండియాలో? ఓకే, ముంబైలో 2018లో మీటింగ్ జరిగింది. ఓకే, 3rd మీటింగ్, అది కూడా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. So this is how it is. Now see here, this is the question that is asked in the 2018 prelims UPSC CSAT. So what is the question? See ikkada chudandi. With reference to Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, consider the following statements. Entata first one, Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank has more than 50 member nations. The more than 50 member nations eppudu idi 2018 lo. అండర్స్టాండ్ దట్ వెరీ క్లియర్లీ. ఇప్పుడు ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు? ఇప్పుడు 102 members ఉన్నారు 2021లో, 3 years తర్వాత. సో ఇలా అడుగుతారు క్వశ్చన్స్. ఓకే, రేపు 120 members కావచ్చు. ఓకే, మీరు అప్డేట్ అవుతూ ఉండాలి అలా అనమాట. తర్వాత ఇది రైట్ స్టేట్మెంట్. అప్పుడు ఆ టైంకి 2018కి more than 80 members ఉన్నారు. ఓకే, దెన్ ఇండియా ఈజ్ ద లార్జెస్ట్ షేర్ హోల్డర్ ఇన్ ఏషియన్ ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ బ్యాంక్. నో, ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఇండియా. Who is the largest shareholder? It is China is the largest shareholder in the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. But he is saying India. 2 is wrong. When 2 is wrong, wherever 2 is there, you eliminate that option. This is eliminated, this is eliminated. And what are left? A and C are left. In that A and C, what is the common? In that A and C, what is the common point? Common statement is 1 and 1. That means the examiner is saying that 1 is right statement. Okay, now see here, we have to check whether 3 is right or wrong. AIIB does not have members from outside Asia. See here, Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. అది చూడగానే మనకి ఏమనిపిస్తుంది? వాట్ యూ విల్ గెట్ ఇన్ టు ద మైండ్? ఓకే, ద మెంబర్స్ మే బీ ఫ్రమ్ ఏషియా ఓన్లీ. No, Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank also has members outside Asia. So he is saying does not have members from outside Asia. That is only Asian country members? No, this is also the wrong statement. So this is also gone. When 3 is gone, this is also gone. Only the A is right answer. So this is how you should what you call prepare for this particular examinations. So simple. Ikkada meer chudandi, he is giving very simple statements but in a complicated manner. So just ఈ యొక్క స్లైడ్ని కనుక మీరు ఒకసారి కనుక చూసినట్టయితే you will able to attempt this particular UPSC question easily. That was shown here. Very simple, right? So this is how it is. Okay, next we will see the government scheme UDAN. So what is this UDAN? UDAN means उड़े देश की आम नागरिक. అంటే ఏంటి ఉడే దేశ్కి ఆమ్ నాగరిక్ అంటే ఏంటి? ఉడే అంటే యూ నీడ్ టు ఫ్లై. సో దిస్ ఇస్ రిలేటెడ్ టు ది ఎయిర్పోర్ట్స్ డెవలప్మెంట్. దిస్ ఇస్ రిలేటెడ్ టు ది ఎయిర్పోర్ట్స్ డెవలప్మెంట్ ఇన్ ఇండియా. It is also called as RCS, Regional Connectivity Scheme. It is also called as Regional Connectivity Scheme. Understand this very clearly. UDAN Scheme, Regional Connectivity Scheme. Very simple. India is there. We have major and also the minor airports. We also have the international airports. See here, airports in India, if you just see here, two types of classification. One is international airport, second is domestic airport. Other type of classification is major airports, second is minor airports. So this is how it is. So if you just see here, okay, the Uday Desh ki Aam Nagarik main goal is to create more airports in India and connect one cities with other cities via airports and aeroplanes or air services. What will happen? People to people movement will increase between the cities. Then businessmen will move from one city to another city easily. Okay, investment will move from one city to another city, and industries can be established. A person from one city can establish an industry in other cities of other states. Okay, manufacturing units can be established from, okay, but a person from one state can establish a manufacturing unit in other state city. Okay, you can send the goods from one city to another city via aeroplane. You can send the vegetables and fruits from one city to another city via aeroplanes. Okay, so all this will boost the economic development of the nation. The same model, having more airports connecting different cities with airlines or aeroplane services, is the main factor, or the what you call one of the main factor for the successful development of the countries United States of America, Canada, and also the what you call the entire European Union and UK also. Nowadays the China is creating more and more airports and connecting different cities via aeroplanes or airline services. The same model for boosting the economic growth of the nation, to create more employment opportunities in the nation, and to give the scope for infrastructure development in the nation. Okay, the Uday Desh ki Aam Nagarik scheme is introduced. Oka scheme introduce cheyadam ante aa simple introduce cheyadu central government. దాని వెనకాల ఎంతో బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ ఉంటుంది, దానికి ఎంతో ముఖ్యమైన వాట్ యు కాల్ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్స్ ఉంటవి, దానివల్ల ఎంతో లాంగ్ టర్మ్లో ఎన్నో ఉపయోగాలు ఉంటాయి. కాబట్టి ఆ స్కీమ్స్ని అలా తీసుకురావడం జరుగుతుంది. ఉడే దేశ్కి ఆమ్ నాగరిక్. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఈస్ హౌ ఇట్ ఈస్. సో వాట్ ఇస్ దిస్? It is started, so Uday Desh ki Aam Nagarik scheme, it started in the 2017. So it is also called as regional connectivity scheme. So ikkada enti regional connectivity by constructing airports and linking one city with the other city through airplane services. So understand this very clearly. Okay, so Uday Desh ki Aam Nagarik scheme, it is under Ministry of Civil Aviation. What is the aim? It provides connectivity to unserved and underserved airports of the country. So unserved airports and underserved means not properly utilized airports, okay, of the country will be connected. So see here, as part of the scheme, they are reviving the existing airstrips and airports to make flying affordable to the common people. Understand that very clearly. If you do 500 kilometer journey for 1 hour, the charge is 2500 rupees as per the rules of the Uday Desh ki Aam Nagarik scheme. That means if you are flying from one city to another city, the distance is 500 kilometer. The rules under this scheme says that the maximum charge is 2500 rupees only, including taxes, so that what will happen, the people, common people, will be able to fly in the aeroplanes from one place to another place. Understand that very clearly. The world is so big, okay, and India is also so big, so many cities, very huge population. So if you just move from one city to another city, you will be totally surprised how much big India is, how many opportunities are there in India. So don't restrict yourself to one place or one city or one state. Always be like a water, flow from one place to another place. Okay, just look at the other cities, look at the other states, just understand how they are developing economically and try to know what are the opportunities that you have, investment opportunities, job opportunities, whatever it may be. So that is how you should be. Always don't sit at one place and don't wait for the things or miracles to happen in your life. That doesn't happen. Always move from one place to another place, look for new opportunities, okay, understand the economic development, how it is happening in India. Try to have a futuristic look or vision, then go with that, okay. Understand that very clearly, okay. So focus is on the tier 2 and tier 3 cities, okay. So UDAN has a unique market based model. Airline routes are allocated to operators selected through competitive bidding mechanism. So see here, airline routes were allocated to the, okay, what you call airline operators, like you have Jet Airways is there, like you have the Vistara Airlines is there, like you have the Air India. So they will participate in the bidding process and then they will select a particular route. For example, Hyderabad to Shirdi, or Hyderabad to Tirupati, or Hyderabad to Goa, or Hyderabad to Shimla, Hyderabad to Nainital or Dehradun. They will select one route, and through this scheme, by participating in a bidding process, then they will run the what you call airline services. Okay, that is how it is. It is having a unique market based model. So see here, nearly half of the seats in UDAN flights are offered at subsidized fares. So I told you, so what will happen, okay, for 500 kilometer, for 1 hour journey, the maximum price is 2500 rupees only, subsidized fares. Okay, understand this very clearly. Okay, the participating carriers, that means airline operators, that means Vistara, Jet Airways, Air India, Qatar Airways, provided a certain amount of viability gap funding, an amount shared between the center and the concerned states. So understand this very clearly. So see here very clearly. No, just understand here. I will tell you one example. So see here. Telangana, Hyderabad city to Maharashtra, Shirdi. Okay. So there is one UDAN route. So what is the distance? The distance is approximately 500 kilometer. So journey is 45 minutes and the price should be less than 2500 kilometer. Sorry, less than 500 to 2000 rupees only price. Now, what do you mean by viability gap funding? It is an amount shared between the central government and the concerned states. That is Government of India plus Telangana state government plus Maharashtra state government. They will just decide that we will run this particular airline service from Hyderabad to Shirdi, that is Telangana to Maharashtra, by giving certain amount of money, viability gap funding, to the operator who will be selected to the bidding process to run the airplane from one place to another place, like this. Why to provide this viability gap funding? Why? Because to encourage the what you call airline operators. Okay, you take up this route, the government will support, you run the flights, people are moving from Hyderabad to Shirdi for to visit the temple and other business purpose. Okay, you run the routes, we will provide some of the amount. That is the idea, viability gap funding. A waiver of certain statutory charges and taxes on jet fuel companies in order to offer affordable connectivity. So the government is saying that we are committed to give less than 2500 rupees for 1 hour journey. But how it is possible? It is possible by reducing the taxes. It is possible by reducing the what you call taxes on the aviation turbine fuel, ATF. Okay, that is the fuel that is used to run the airplanes. That if you reduce those taxes and fuel surcharges, okay, the what you call the airline operator money burden will be reduced and customers will be provided low cost air travel services. This is how it is. The state government and central government will revive dysfunctional unserved airports of the country. So state governments, they will revive the dysfunctional airports of the country. For example, if you take the Telangana state, only Hyderabad airport is there, and in Hyderabad, Shamshabad airport and what you call Begumpet airport is there. But we also have some other places which are conducive for the airports development. For example, Warangal city is having the what you call airstrip developed during the times of the Nizam. So you can revive that airport and you can run the flights from Warangal to Hyderabad or Warangal to Tirupati or Warangal to Vijayawada. So that what will happen? Investors from Vijayawada and other cities will come to Warangal. They will invest there. They will establish the factories. They will establish the manufacturing units. People to people movement will be there. Economic development will happen. That is how this particular scheme will work. And the Airports Authority of India is the implementing agency for this particular scheme. This is how you should understand the scheme. Very good scheme with a larger vision. So the scheme is now in the fourth phase with focus on connecting the priority areas like Northeast India, Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, hill stations of India and also the islands of India, Andaman, Nicobar, Lakshadweep, like that. Under UDAN phase 4, operation of helicopters and seaplanes is also incorporated. Helicopters from one city to another city. Seaplanes, that means a reservoir or a river will be there, on that the seaplane will land. Okay, these are also included. Why in news? Why? Because the Civil Aviation Ministry has announced 15 new routes under the UDAN scheme will be operation by this November end. That is the news, but you are learning about the scheme here totally. When it is launched? 2017. Ude Desh ki Aam Nagarik, Ministry of Civil Aviation. So this is the scheme here. Okay, the questions, previous questions asked in the recently asked different exams. Where was UDAN scheme launched on October 21st, 2016? Where was the UDAN scheme launched on October 21st? Remember the date also. UDAN scheme, when it is launched, October 21st, okay, 2016. From where it is launched? It is launched from Jubarhati. Jubarhati, it is a place in what you call Himachal Pradesh. It is a place in Himachal Pradesh. It is very much near to the Shimla airport. It is near to the Shimla airport. Okay, Jubarhati, it is the place where this scheme was launched by the Prime Minister. It is a question asked in the recently exams. Union government on 21st October 2016 launched the regional connectivity scheme UDAN. What does UDAN means? UDAN means Ude Desh ki Aam Nagarik. Option B. Ude Dunya ki Aam Nagarik. No, not Dunya. Ude Desh ki Aam Naujawan. That is the young people. No, none of the above. Okay. Ude Desh ki Aam Nagarik. Option A. So this is how the questions were asked. Pass the screen, note the question. Then you will understand how the questions were asked. Now next is international relations 2+2 ministerial dialogue. Okay, so what is the news? The news is recently the Australia country foreign relation minister defense minister, both of them they visited India and they have the bilateral talks and also the regional level talks, okay, with the Indian foreign minister and also the Indian defense minister Rajnath Singh. So this is the news, that is called as 2+2 ministerial dialogue. So what is this? This is the news. This is the news from Australia. Defense minister, foreign minister came to India and they have talks with the Indian foreign minister, Indian defense minister. Apart from the bilateral issues, they also discussed about the regional issues like maritime cooperation, like cyber security, like the Afghanistan crisis. All this also they have discussed in the 2+2 ministerial dialogue. Okay, so this is the news. Okay, so this is the news. So the ministerial dialogue in September will cover a range of bilateral, regional, global issues of mutual interest to India and Australia. Understand this very clearly. And India and Australia is having what is called as, the relationship is called as comprehensive strategic partnership relation. Comprehensive strategic partnership relation is there between the India and Australia from 2020. From 2020, India and Australia upgraded their what you call bilateral relations to comprehensive strategic partnership 2020. So they will ask in exam. Ela adutarante question. Recently, the comprehensive strategic partnership 2020, okay, bilateral upgradation of relation between India and which of the following country? Option A, USA, option B, Australia, option C, Japan, option D, Russia. It is the Australia. Like that they will ask the question. Now understand this very clearly. Understand this very clearly. So see here, 2 plus 2 ministerial dialogue. What do you mean by that? So see here, India and here you have Australia. India, here you have Australia. See here, from Australia 2 people, this is 2. From India 2 people. From India 2 people. This is also 2. So 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2. So who are these 2 people from India? One is Defense Minister of India and another is Foreign Minister, that is the Minister of External Affairs or External Affairs. We call it as External Affairs Minister. External Affairs Minister. Here also Australia Defense Minister and Australia Foreign Minister. Okay, both of them, these 2 people from India and the 2 people from Australia, they meet. That's why the name 2 plus 2 Ministerial Dialogue. 2 plus 2 Ministerial Dialogue. Understand this very clearly. The 2 plus 2 Ministerial Dialogue is between India and Australia, happened recently. India is also having same 2 plus 2 Ministerial Dialogue with other countries also. So what are they? Japan and USA. We are having right now with Japan, USA and Australia. So 2 plus 2 Ministerial Dialogue with 3 countries. India is having with 3 countries. So what are they? Remember them, United States of America, Japan is there and also Australia is there and also Australia is there. You will get a question. India is having 2 plus 2 Ministerial Dialogue with how many countries? 3 countries. Or sometimes which of these countries does India have the Ministerial Dialogue? Australia, USA, Japan. Remember these things very clearly. So what is this 2 plus 2 dialogue? It is a ministerial highest level institutional mechanism between the 2 countries. So ministries, they will sit and discuss the defense and external affairs issues. It is a format of dialogue where the defense or foreign ministers, okay, or the secretaries meet with their country counterparts from another country. So here the defense and foreign ministers are meeting exactly with the other country defense and foreign ministers. That is 2 plus 2 dialogue. They discuss about defense issues, security issues, bilateral issues, regional issues, global issues. So understand this very clearly. So these are all prelims topic. Okay. Now I want to discuss about some of the recent developments between what you call India and Australia. Between India and Australia, remember these points very clearly. So see here, if you see the India and Australia, remember few things. First is India, Australia is having what is called as OS index exercise. So OS index exercise, that is Australia Indian Navy maritime exercise. Australia Indian Navy bilateral maritime exercise. Remember this I discussed in the previous current affairs classes. Second is Australia is part of Malabar exercise. Australia is part of Malabar exercise, okay, with India, okay, since 2020. And third point is this: both India and Australia are part of Quad countries. Both are part of the Quad countries. Quad means 4 countries: India, USA, Japan and Australia. Both are part of the Quad countries. So 3 points you remember. Fourth point is that India and Australia is having comprehensive strategic partnership. Comprehensive strategic partnership is there between India and Australia from 2020. Remember that also very clearly. Okay, these 3 points, and one more point is that, okay, India and Australia has mutual logistics support agreement. Mutual logistics support agreement. So India and Australia has got mutual logistics support agreement, MLSA. So what is this MLSA? It is a defense agreement between these 2 countries where they exchange the defense related technologies and provide the defense related, okay, services. For example, Indian Navy warship is going towards the Australian waters. Some technical problem happened to the Indian Navy ship. Then since we have with Australia mutual logistics support agreement, defense agreement, Australian technical experts will come to the rescue of Indian Navy ship. They will repair it and they will see that our Navy men are safe in it. So this is how these agreements will work. Similarly, we have what you call joint guidance for Navy to Navy relationship document. Joint guidance for Navy to Navy relationship document. It is there between the India and Australia, where naval cooperation is there between India and Australian Navy, and we also have the AUS Index, okay, maritime exercise between Indian Navy, Australian Navy. Okay, understand this very clearly. And we both are part of the Indian Ocean Naval Symposium and what you call Western Pacific Naval Symposium and Indian Ocean Rim Association, IORA. Understand this very clearly. We will discuss them in the tomorrow class. Understand this very clearly. So this is how it is current affairs. Okay, then let us understand about the Ekalavya model residential schools. Why it is in news? It is in news. Why? Because yesterday the central government has said that we will create more Ekalavya model residential schools. What are these Ekalavya model residential schools? So they are established since 1997 and 1908. They were being established by Ministry of Tribal Affairs. The class 6th to 12th class for ST students, for scheduled tribe students. So understand this very clearly. They are model residential school for the scheduled tribe student, for the scheduled tribe students between the classes 6th to 12th. 6th to 12th. These are the model schools. So see here, Echolavia model residential schools are set up in states and union territories with grants provided under Article 275 Clause 1 of the Indian Constitution. So Article 275 Clause 1 of the Indian Constitution talks about providing financial grants by the central government to the state government for the empowerment or development of the communities in the states. So as part of 275 Clause 1 Article of Indian Constitution, okay, the Ekalavya model residential schools are set up in the states, okay, for the development of the tribal students. Schools were set up where from 6th to 12th class education is provided. What is the aim? Quality education to ST students in remote tribal areas of the country, okay, like Schedule 5 areas. These schools were established. Okay, so see here, it is decided that by the year 2022, every block with more than 50% ST population and at least 20,000 tribal people will have Ekalavya model residential school. So if you take the blocks, okay, districts will have different blocks, okay, and blocks are divided into villages. So a block comprising of 50% of ST population and a block comprising of greater than 20,000 tribal population, 20,000 tribal population. So in that block of that particular district, Ekalavya model residential school should be established by Government of India, that is Ministry of Tribal Affairs, where they provide the education to the students from 6th to 12th class. So if you provide the education from 6th to 12th class, that means up to intermediate quality education, what will happen? That student will have greater chance of studying the degree. Then that student will have greater chance of studying the PG. That student will have greater chance of doing the higher studies like MBAs and the MTechs or the what you call PhDs. And if you do that, he has more opportunities to go for the government competitive exams and become the civil service officers or state group 1, group 2 officers. But to do all these things, that is degree, PG, MBA, MTech or whatever it may be, MBBS or okay, or civil service and competitive exams group 1 officers, you should have strong basics at the school level, that is from 6th to 12th class. If you are very strong, then you can choose your career whatever you like. So understand that very clearly. So to create that strong base, okay, the Ekalavya model residential schools were created by the Government of India from 1997 to 98 from Ministry of Tribal Affairs. You have to remember this very clearly. Okay, Ministry of Tribal Affairs, Ekalavya model school, every block in the district with having 50% ST population and greater than 20,000 tribal population, there you have the Ekalavya model residential schools. The same thing is implemented in the Telangana state, okay, the Telangana Tribal Welfare Residential Educational Institutions, okay, TTWREIS, or simply we call it as Gurukula schools. So in Telangana we have 187 residential educational institutions from 5th standard to degree in the Telangana state by Ministry of Tribal Welfare, Government of Telangana. Same thing, but Ecological model residential school up to intermediate. Here the Gurukula society schools up to degree, 5th to degree. There it is 6th to 12th only. So it has to provide the quality education to the children and provide better future to them. Understand that very clearly. Okay. So these are today's topics. Okay. Kindly follow the current affairs updates. You will get very good current affairs. Okay. Trust me, your time will not be wasted in this particular YouTube class. That's it. I cannot tell much about it. I cannot ask you to see it every time. Definitely they will be useful. That's why I am saying. Understand that very clearly. So watch them for your success in the competitive exams. Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day. Morning you will get the video, evening you will get the PDF in English and Telugu. We will try to make the what you call video in Telugu also. Why? Because Sir and me, both of us are not getting enough time. But we are trying to provide you the material in Telugu. Kindly utilize that opportunity. And slowly improve your English also through this particular videos. Why? Because if you are writing the group 1, you have a compulsory English paper. And Telugu medium students should not fear about the English. Slowly you will improve it. So kindly listen to this video, see the PDF in English and Telugu, then slowly improve your English language skills. So thank you very much. Have a nice day. Okay, thank you very much.